Before we start, this is one of the most important questions you can ask yourself, and the reason I made this video is because I've started to think about it recently and I've started taking action for my future. At the end, I'll give a practical tip I use to help myself. I hope you enjoy. It can be difficult to decide what you want to do if you don't know or you can't choose from the options. I myself struggled. I watched videos, thought deeply and still nothing, or I was unsure. Things I thought of, I questioned if they were even my own beliefs. For me to think of something resonating, it required a lot of thinking and concentration, and the reason I needed to anyways was, as I said, I'm taking action for my future, so I'm thinking about it more, and as I'm getting older I'm eventually going to need to choose a career. But that's just a bit of a backstory. Now let's get into the method. The practical tip I'm going to give you is split into two components, interests and values. Let's get into it. The first step is thinking of things you like, resonate with or value. Not saying this is easy as it will require some brain power. An easy thing to help you is using your hobbies and interests. Write them down on a paper so you don't forget. Pause the video here until you're done. What did you write? When I did this, I was able to think of music, philosophy, psychology and ASMR. The other important thing is your values. Have these as a separate category. These are characteristics or beliefs that are important to you. Examples for myself include being caring, disciplined and hardworking for characteristics. You can also use beliefs. Write yours down. When you're choosing a career, this will make it more purposeful and fulfilling. Using what you wrote, think of possible careers with the interests, and you may need to research this. For example, I'm interested in psychology, so maybe I could be a therapist. I like ASMR, so maybe I could be an ASMR YouTuber. You get the point. Create a list of careers and hopefully this can give you more direction with what you want to do. Then using the values you wrote, think of careers that include those values and tweak your options. I'd like to share what I believe about the importance of talents, which is commonly spoken of when talking about careers. A talent is a natural ability to be good at something, and yes, this is advantageous, but just because you don't have the talent for a career doesn't mean you can't do it, as if you're truly passionate about something, with practice you will be able to develop the skills. The reason I wanted to share this is because I've seen and heard things similar to do what you're good at, and it may make people feel like if they haven't got the talent for something they shouldn't do it, but remember you can always get good at something. This is a very important factor as it determines your quality of life. I know people who do jobs that give better pay or want to do better paying jobs rather than do their dream job. If you've researched a job or are doing a job that isn't given a good amount, an alternative is starting your own business. In this way you don't have to sacrifice your happiness and you get to do what you love and make more. For example, I said I'm interested in psychology. If I was to research and see the pay wasn't the best for a job in the area, I could instead start my own business. I could start learning myself, posting on social media, build a reputation and popularize myself, then offer to help people by doing online meetings. You can charge people for these meetings. You're going to have to consider your pricing, but from this you can make a lot more money. So thinking of the job you want to do, think of how you can convert that into a business if you have a problem with salary. I know this video wasn't too in-depth, but I only wanted to include the main things that matter when deciding a career. As I said, this is something I thought a lot about recently, so I wanted to share to help others using this simple method and the advice. Hopefully this helped, and thank you if you watched to the end.